Visit us on the web at www.wavelength-radio.com.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
He's live. He's uncensored. And he's on the level.
My name is on the level.
He's Patrick Adam.
Well, welcome to the Patrick Adam Show here from Cool Wave Pictures. This is Patrick Adam coming to you fucking Wednesday. Yeah, my favorite day of the week. Hope it's your favorite day of the week. Feel free to give me a call anytime tonight, 1-800-421-5308. That's if you're listening in some other state other than Arizona. If you're listening in Arizona, why don't you give me a call, 602-288-6794. I thank you for tuning into the Patrick Adam Show. Sorry Cameron couldn't be here this week, but Brian Mackenzie filled in for Cameron. Didn't get a chance to hear that. I was too busy putting back a couple of brews in Cameron's honor. Cameron, we miss you, Cameron, already. You would have fucking drank like 8 beers of mine by now. This fucking guy. Anyways, I thank you for listening tonight. You know what fucking pisses me off? And this kind of set me off. Homeowners associations. Couple weeks back, probably like a month back, all right, I get this letter from the homeowners association saying, "Oh, you left your trash can out. You left it out for too long. If you do it, we're gonna fucking cut your balls off and we're gonna feed them to your dog." Look, I don't have a dog, but this is what they were threatening they were gonna do to me. All right, I get a letter yesterday saying that I left my garbage out and they're gonna give me a $25 fine for leaving my fucking garbage can out. Okay, like a day after the fucking garbage guy comes. Okay, that's bullshit. It's fucking homeowners association. And this ass clown leaves his name, his number, his office address on this letter that he gave me. If I was fucking crazy, I would go over there and I would bust his fucking head open with my fist. This guy's stupid. First of all, I'm not a threat to society, okay? I'm not a threat. I may sound like a threat. Like I may say I'm going to come eat your child, but I'm not really going to come eat your child. I'm not. I just say I'm going to do that shit. I'm all talk, okay? I'm telephone tough guy, all right? Or radio tough guy. But this fucker, who will remain nameless, fined me $25 and said if I want to contest it, I can contest it, but that they have the right to like pursue me in a court of law and then make me pay for their lawyer costs over a $25 fine. I've never been so flabbergasted in my entire life to listen to something like that. 1-800-421-5308 or 602-288-6794. I understand, so I shouldn't say I don't. I understand homeowners associations. I understand what they're there for. And I'm a reasonable individual. I have my head on my shoulders here. It's not like it's bobbing all over the place like a bobblehead, like Pat Adam Bobblehead Day here from WaveLength Radio. It's not like that. Okay, I have my head on my shoulders. But this is ridiculous, man. There's so much other shit going on in the world. The violation was the 22nd of August. All right, my garbage man came on the 21st. So because I didn't roll my garbage can into my garage like 2 minutes after the frickin' garbage man came, I'm getting a $25 fine and getting threatened with litigation. This is bullshit, and it's pissing me off. Just had to get that off my chest. Other than that, the week was great. And I was reading the USA Today as I love to do, and Katie Couric is down 7%, which is great because I think she looks like a skeleton. And I've said this before. She creeps me out. I think she's pretty stupid, and I don't think she belongs on nightly news anchor. So continue to not watch Katie Couric. And there's a picture of the three of them. NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams. He's down 7%. CBS Evening News with Katie Couric. She's down 7%. And ABC World News with Charles Gibson. And I'm looking at the three of them right here, and I would have to say, that if I had to watch one of these people, it would be Charles Gibson. Why? Because he's older, and people trust older white men when it comes to giving them anything, including the presidency of the United States. That's why I don't think this country's ready for a woman president, or an African American president. Although Barack Obama did make the cover of GQ, fucking sellout. Fucking GQ. What a clown. Anyways, I'm glad she's down 7%. And then to the left of that, Angelina Jolie talks to a woman staying at the Al-Walid refugee camp in Iraq. Angelina Jolie visited Iraq because she's apparently like the celebrity UN Office of High Commissioner for the UN Goodwill Ambassador. I'm not impressed with this woman at all. I mean, I like to look at her breasts just like anybody else, okay? But to become a celebrity and then become a humanitarian, to me, it's bullshit. If you really feel passionate about something, you're going to devote your life to that one thing. And then you're not going to use your celebrity to like this will of influence upon the public. 1-800-421-5308, 602-288-6794. You're listening to the Patrick Adams Show here from Cool Wave Pictures. Why don't you give us an email? coolwaveradio@gmail.com. I got a special guest sub host tonight. I'm going to bring him in the studio. We're going to talk shit. This dude is going to Iraq in like a month. I'm really jacked that he's going to be in the studio. Stay with us.
She's always staying narrow. I'm guessing all the time.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.wavelength-radio.com.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
He's live. He's uncensored. And he's on the level.
He's Patrick Adam.
The Patrick Adams Show on WaveLength Radio.
Welcome back, fuckheads. You're listening to the Patrick Adams Show here at WaveLength Radio by Cool Wave Pictures. Give me a call. 1-800-421-5308. Locally here in the Phoenix area, 602-288-6794. Feel free to give us an email at any time. And like I said before and in previous broadcasts, to say how much you disapprove of me saying the things that I say. coolwaveradio@gmail.com. SAT scores take second straight fall. But why? I'll fucking tell you why, because kids are stupider nowadays. That's why. It's because people don't want to pick up a book and read about philosophers, about doctors, about actors, about anybody else. They just want to just get their shit in their phones and in their computers, and they want to get it and they want to do it. Bang, just like that. And these kind of tests are going to become like a good bar to set an idea of what a kid's going to do in school or not. I mean, that's a stupid question. I don't even understand why it makes headlines. You know, if you probably polled 50 people and said, do you think SAT scores are going to rise or fall in the future? They'd probably say fall, because everything's immediate. Everything's right there. Everything's bang, 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 bang. And I mean, I've always been fucking stupid. I only scored like a 1080 on my SAT. So I can't imagine what these kids are scoring. 500 on like math and 494 on like writing. So that's like 996. So I guess I was kind of average back then. I was kind of stupid back then, because I bet you back then they were scoring a little more. 1-800-421-5308, 602-288-6794. I just, because somebody came up to me and had mentioned that the SAT scores had fallen, and I was just like, it makes complete sense to me. SAT score is not going to help you make $1 million. That's for sure. I'll tell you what's going to help you make $1 million, and that's lying and cheating and stealing and fiending and whoring and drugging your way through life. That's what's going to make you $1 million, because that's just the way things are right now. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay. I got a special guest tonight, very close to my heart. Steve Rogers is in the studio. Steve, how's it going? You're in the studio with Patrick Adam.
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking.
So what's going on with Steve Rogers? Why don't you tell me what's going on with you?
Well, I'm currently on leave from the military, the Army. Soon I'm going to the sandbox, a.k.a. Iraq. So I suppose we're going to talk about that a little bit. And that's about it.
How long are you going to go over there?
Approximately 15 months, maybe 18. Maybe a little less if the Democrats win.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about going over there?
Honestly, I have almost zero feeling about it whatsoever because I'm a machine. I am a robot trained and... no, I'm kidding. It's going to be hot and boring and exciting, and there are going to be spiders and scorpions. Other than that, whatever.
Now, take me through any kind of emotions you may be feeling towards it, anything towards your current situation, our political state, or the political state of Iraq, and how you deal with those personal feelings as you go over there.
First of all, let me say it's rare to find a question or a set of questions that are as general, broad, and obtuse as those. I could probably write a book or maybe a thesis, I don't know, get a doctorate or something based on the answers. But offhand, let's see, how do I feel about politics and Iraq? Let's see. Well, it's really not my job to ask questions about why we're there. That would get in the way of my job if I were concerned about why we're there or the politics of it. I have a very specific set of things that I need to do to keep people safe or harm people that need to be harmed, and that's what I need to focus on. Whether X, Y, or Z is in office is irrelevant to me because I'm going either way. So honestly, I couldn't care less. Well, I could care less, sorry. So let's see, how do I feel about Iraq?
Think about it for a second. If you have any questions for Steve Rogers, why don't you give us a call, 1-800-421-5308 or 602-288-6794. So you want me to be a little more specific about my questions? I think I could do that. How do you feel about Bush?
Reggie or female or... Oh, you mean President Bush?
Bush! We've got Bush! The president. Pussy Bush.
I think, well, his IQ is in question. His state of being is sort of absurd. No, I don't like the guy. He really doesn't seem like the brightest leader. But again, it is my job to try to carry out the things that he deems important. It's my job. So I go about that to the best of my ability. Trying not to get in trouble. I try to fix things that he breaks.
Good answer. Wish I could fix things that he breaks. What are your specific duties over there? Can you elaborate on the type of work that you will be doing?
Not really, but let's see. I work in intelligence, so I don't know. I try to gather information in various ways.
Does that include torture?
Well, like sitting here, you mean, and talking to you? No, it's not that bad, but I do some things.
Fuck you. What do you think about that, you fucking American hero ass clown? How about that?
Don't make me kill you. I will.
Whatever. I guess it is pretty torturous sitting next to me. I'd rather be fucking sweating my balls off in 130 degrees any day of the week than sitting here with a nice cold Steinlager in your hand being chauffeured around by yours truly. I'm a local celebrity in case you didn't fucking know. Yeah, since you've been gone in basic training, bitch, I'm in a fucking studio right now doing a radio show and starring in many local independent movies. And I feel pretty damn good about that. And for you to sit there and say that I'm fucking boring, I think it's ridiculous. Your thoughts?
Honestly, you're right. Let me rethink my whole position. No, you're still a dumbass.
You fucking asshole. I love this guy, though. Me and Steve Rogers go way back. He used to stick his pinky in my butt.
Oh my God. I used to call it checking the oil.
Checking the oil, baby. I remember those days. I remember those days really well. You know who does... Go ahead. You have something you want to say?
No, I just wanted to say my favorite part was the blood. I loved the blood, especially when it got under my fingernails and I couldn't get it out for like 2 or 3 days. That was sexy.
Sexy, sexy. On that note, we're going to go to a break. I'm up against the break right now. We're going to come back with Steve Rogers here on WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures. Don't be afraid to fucking call in. I gave you the fucking number for like the last half hour. Somebody fucking call me.
She's always staying narrow. I'm guessing all the time.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.wavelength-radio.com.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
He's live. He's uncensored. And he's on the level.
He's Patrick Adam.
The Patrick Adam Show on WaveLength Radio.
She's always staying narrow. I'm guessing all the time.
Welcome back to the Patrick Adam Show here from Cool Wave Pictures. I would really like to hear from you. 1-800-421-5308 or 602-288-6794. I'm here with Steve Rogers in the studio, and I just want to clear something up. That whole pinky in the butthole thing was not my idea, dude. I watched Bob Saget, his stand-up on HBO Live, not live, but it was on Saturday, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. Bob Saget is hilarious. I want to sit down with this guy. I want to have drinks with him. I want to buy him a fucking burger. He talks about wanting to have sex with his daughter's friends, and they're like 16 or 17 years old. He only speaks what the truth is, because everybody looks at youth as beauty. Would you agree or disagree, Steve Rogers?
Let's see. Again, you surprised me with the question, but is youth beauty? Yeah, youth is beautiful sometimes, depending on how old you're talking. You say 16, 17, for me that's jail. 18, yeah, that's beautiful. It's taut and tight. And yeah, Bob Saget's a funny guy.
What if I were to tell you that 17 was legal in Jersey? Would you move to Jersey?
Well, no, I'd bring Jersey to me. I would bring the entire state of Jersey to me and have sex with them.
This is Steve Rogers. He's headed to Iraq in 4 weeks. He's going to be there for 15 months, possibly 18. He's going to come back for 2 weeks, and I'm hoping he comes back and hangs out 6 weeks. 6 weeks? Your leave is 6 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
I thought it was only like 2 weeks. That wouldn't make much sense, would it? Now, what about this whole scorpion thing? You said there are spiders and scorpions over there. Do you have anti-venom?
Well, no, yes, I was born with anti-venom. That's one of the reasons I was chosen for the military. I am immune to both spider bites and ant bites.
We're talking with Steve Rogers. He's headed to Iraq. Give me a call, 1-800-421-5308, 602-288-6794. That was so fucking hilarious how I just said that. We're talking with Steve Rogers. He's headed to Iraq. Like, that's like a minor thing. He's headed to Iraq. I'm headed to, like, hell tomorrow. Actually, I have the day off tomorrow, so I'll be in heaven. But the day after that, I'll be in hell doing absolutely nothing to better myself or this country, where I have to acknowledge the fact that you're sacrificing possibly yourself for the betterment of, if not us, those people over in Iraq.
Well, I'll tell you, intellectual sacrifice is almost tantamount to physical sacrifice. If you're sacrificing yourself here by trying to reach out and touch the people with your brain and trying to make sense and change the world in your way, that's just as big a sacrifice as I'm making.
I mean, that would be cool. Then why do I feel like it takes bigger balls to do what you're doing as opposed to what I'm doing right here as a DJ?
It probably has something to do with your childhood and the fact you're a pussy.
You're such an asshole, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. This fucking guy, man. I don't know.
Let's talk about current events or something.
What do you want to talk about? Why don't you bring up a current event and we can talk about it?
I have no idea. Let's talk about Michael Vick.
Okay, we've covered that. What do you think about Michael Vick?
Never mind. If we covered it, never mind. Let's pick something else.
You know what? Why don't we give you the earphones here? I think we got a call. This is Jeff. Jeff's on line one. This guy's a fucking genius right here. He calls me every week. Jeff, you're on Live with Patrick Adam. How's it going, Jeff?
I think you got the wrong line. This is Mr. Dickerson. I'm your neighbor down the street. And if you got tomorrow off, you little son of a bitch, I want you to pull those weeds and stop leaving the trash can out by the street. You're bringing down the whole neighborhood.
So you're the one. Hold the line, Mr. Dick Fuck. Who is this?
Matt Robinson.
This is Matt Robinson. Matt Robinson.
What's up?
Matt Robinson, we need you to hold the line. I'm getting so many fucking calls right now. This is great. Jeff, Mr. Dickerson?
Mr. Dickerson, that's right. Dick Dickerson here.
Are you the motherfucker who left me that message, you little fuck?
Yeah, I left you the dirty message.
I know your
play
fucking
your
phone
internet
number.
games with Hunky Cooper and Chucky Pooper, and you guys have your little radio shows. Why don't you pull your weeds instead and spray down your driveway once in a while?
How about I spray down
Keep
your
your cars
fucking
off the
wife, you
street.
little ass clown? How about that? I spray her down with my piss. Have you ever heard of a golden shower? This is porn radio, Mr. Dickerson. Well, Dickerson, what's your first name? Dick? Dick Dickerson?
Dickerson here.
Dick? Dick? Dick?
I'm listening. Your thoughts.
Yeah, my thoughts are, you better stay the fuck away from me, my family, and my fucking house. Or I'm going to come out there, and I'm going to fucking take my knife, I'm going to fucking put it in your throat and rip your
Don't you
thorax
threaten
out.
me, you little son of a bitch. I'm going to bring a bag of dog turd on your doorstep and light it on fire.
You can light whatever you want on fire on my doorstep, you little shitbird. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and I'm going to fuck you in the ass and make you bleed.
And God bless you, Steve Rogers, for protecting our country. You use your intelligence and kill them towelheads. God bless you.
I do appreciate
Thanks for
that.
taking my
Thank
call.
you. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to Matt on line 2. Can we go to Matt on line 2? Matt? Matt, I think, hung up. Matt. Matt, you're on with Patrick Adam. What's up?
Hey, Pat, what's up?
How you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Okay, I heard I heard yesterday that they found in a South African mine a 7,000-carat diamond.
Okay, my first thought is, how many fucking people do you think lost their hands that day?
No shit. This is in Africa, man. I'm like, oh my God. When I heard this, it gave chills over my spine. Have you seen Blood Diamond?
That's what I'm saying. They used to cut people's hands off.
It's insane.
They do now. They still fucking cut their hands off.
That would be somewhere around $20 to $30 million. So that's enough for, political unrest for sure, right?
Total political unrest. What are you doing tonight, bro?
Right now, I was just listening to the show, buddy.
Now, what do you think of Steve Rogers and his journey to the center of the earth?
I have no input. Give me some more insight. What's up with that?
Steve Rogers is going to Iraq in 4 weeks, and how do you feel about that?
I think that's an unfortunate predicament that he's got himself into. Can he get out of that somehow?
Steve, your thoughts?
I probably could, but why would I want to?
Do you enjoy your arms and your legs and all of your 10 little fingers? Do you like those?
Yeah, I do. Do you enjoy yours?
Do I enjoy my freedom? Is that your question? Because I'm not experiencing
do you enjoy
any.
your arms and your legs and your fingers? Hello?
Yes, I do. Very much so.
Your question was absurd. Of course I enjoy my arms and fingers and legs. Yeah, legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think about the threat of an IED, to you or your jewels.
Go on. Talk more about my jewels.
Do you enjoy your jewels? Because I enjoy mine.
No, I have a great time with my jewels. They produce sperm and give me the ability to have children, and they swing nice.
Do you know what's inside of an IED?
Yeah, do you?
All sorts of fun little nails and bolts.
Right,
and
but what about here in America where
jewel.
there's drunk driving and McDonald's and I don't know.
Exactly. Don't we have something more to
murderers?
fight for than 2 buildings that fell down in 2001? Don't we have something more to fight for than that? Here on our soil, are rights getting taken away from us on a day-to-day basis?
Not really. Are you calling into a radio station right now from your air-conditioned home and you're playing your Xbox and you got a girlfriend probably, hopefully. You're doing whatever you got to do. So, no, your rights are not being taken from you here in America, no. What is your point?
Okay, so if I have the right to impregnate a female, then I have all the rights dictated to me by my forefathers on this nation?
You are becoming unintelligible. I didn't even understand that at all.
I'm
Translate that
sorry.
to English.
So if I'm playing my Xbox and having sex with my girlfriend, then I have all of the rights entitled to me by my forefathers on this continent.
Hold on. I'm touching myself thinking about you and your girlfriend, your Xbox. Hold on. Okay, I'm
So you have the freedom to do whatever you want because you can touch yourself?
Yes! Don't you see the point?
Okay, because in
That's
India or in Africa...
That's America.
In Africa,
I'm touching myself right now thinking of you and your girlfriend.
Okay, I'm going to jump in the middle of this.
Okay, because, buddy, in Africa, where people are dying over blood diamonds, all they can do is have sex with one another. That's why the country's going out of control with population.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring this back, brother.
Matt, thank you for the call.
You have a great time, buddy.
You too. We got another caller. You're on Live with Patrick Adam. Who is this?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
It's Tina from Tolleson.
Tina from Tolleson?
That's right.
Tina, what's going on? You're Live with Patrick Adam. How are you doing tonight?
I have a problem, and I'd actually like to get your opinion on this. You're always talking about things that piss you off. So something pisses me off today, and I'd like to see what you have to say about it.
Okay. Go ahead, Tina.
Okay, so I teach dance at a private studio, and there are it's privately funded, it's whatever. So there's a mother at the studio that I have to call tomorrow and explain to her why her daughter basically sucks and can't be moved up. Her mother basically had a mental breakdown when we told her that her daughter wasn't the best one in the class, started crying, like hysterically on the phone, and I have to call and explain to her tomorrow why her daughter can't be moved up.
You have to
These
call
people are living vicariously through their children, and I'm just not looking forward to it. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, now, who was crying hysterically?
The mother of this child.
And you have to call her and let her know that her child is
I have to
unable
give her,
to proceed.
I have to give her specific criticisms as to why her daughter is not going to be moved up.
Then you give her those reasons. You give her those specific reasons. Do you know those specific reasons?
Yeah, I've got a
Okay,
list,
why don't we do like
still.
a mock? I'll be Tracy. Let's just say her name's Tracy, okay? Do you have to call Tracy?
What?
Do you call Tracy or is Tracy going to call you?
No, I have to call her.
Okay, I'll be Tracy. You call me, okay? You ready? We're going to do a role play. Are you ready?
This is not going to be, you're not going to understand half the things that I'm saying.
It doesn't matter, but if you can do it now, you'll be able to do it tomorrow.
No,
okay.
I'm not worried about making the call. I'm just irritated that I have to make it.
Hello? This is Tracy.
Tracy, this is Tina from the dancing place.
Tina, what are you going to do for my little Emily, Tina? My little Emily, I don't know what to do.
Okay, the ironic thing is that her name is in fact Emily.
Because I'm a fucking genius. You listen to me, all right? You tell that bitch that her daughter can't fucking stand on her toes, and you don't have time to deal with that shit. And you, as a fucking professional, don't have time to deal with this shit. And you're not, and you placate her as much as you can. But it's not your fucking problem.
I would love to say those things to her, but I'm going to have to, this woman is mentally unstable if she's having a breakdown because her daughter is not in a dance class. Seriously, people need to just let their kids be kids and stay the fuck out of their lives.
I totally agree with that statement.
My parents never had mental breakdowns if I didn't make it to the next level. They always asked me if I was having fun and if I wanted to do it again next year.
That's because people today have kids because they got nothing fucking better to do instead of making a decision to have a child and bring them into this world in a positive way and let them try and experience and win and lose and fail at their own juncture. Steve Rogers has a comment. Steve?
I didn't have a comment, but I agree with what he's saying. You have two choices. One, tell her the truth, or two, cut off her nose and fart directly in the resulting hole.
Although the second option is indeed tempting, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call and I'm going to be like, tell me what the problem is and what can I do to fix it. And then it'll lead into me telling her all of this particular girl's weaknesses and why I feel it is not in her best interest to be moved up.
And that's it.
It's
just tell the
irritating
bitch she
that I
can't
have to
handle
go
it.
through this.
Say, hey, you're a bitch and your little bitch daughter can't handle the next level. Hey, are you there, Tina? Can I change the subject real quick?
Sure, go for it.
You sound like you have a really nice tits, I have to say. And my wife is going to be fucking pissed.
I'm proud of them. They're real. They're corn feds.
Corn feds. I'd like to stick my dong in between them. But unfortunately, I got to go to break. Tina, thank you for your call. Matt, thank you for your call. Jeff. Mr. Dickerson. Jesus. Mr. Dickerson, thank you for your call. This is Patrick Adam. I'm here with Steve Rogers. We'll be right back.
She's always standing narrow. I'm guessing all the time.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.wavelength-radio.com.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
He's live. He's uncensored. And he's on the level.
He's Patrick Adams.
He's Patrick.
The Patrick Adams Show on
Patrick Adams
WaveLength
Show
Radio.
On WaveLength Radio. He's Patrick Adams on the Patrick Adams Show. Hey, we're running out of time here. That last segment took us like a fortnight and odd days. But I want to ask a couple questions, and then Steve Rogers would like to do a favorite impression of his, and I'd like to hear it. But what we're going to do is get your foot off my fucking mic cord, bitch. Thanks. I'm going to ask him if there's one thing that you could communicate to the American public who pretty much has no fucking clue what they're thinking and or talking about in these fucking polls and about Iraq. If there's one thing you would want to, what would it be? And it could be anything or it could be nothing, but I just had to ask.
Again, the open-ended general question. It's rough to deal with. Let's see. One thing I could... I don't know. There are a lot of bad people over there, from my experience. And it's... You don't want to pull out too early, just like with women. You want to stay in until the job is done.
Okay. Now, what do you think about the lack of funding for vital equipment that you may need? And did they talk about that at all during your training?
Yeah, it's not as bad as it seems outright. There are some quick fixes that go on in in Iraq. People add a little extra protection to their vehicles, but it isn't. A lot of people make it seem like we're on big wheels or something, pushing our pedals as fast as we can.
Dude, I'd pay to see you in your fatigues on big wheels driving through the streets of Iraq.
You don't have to pay. Just go to www.steverogers, aka Flintstones.com, and you can see that. It's real sexy, and there's women and dogs and donkeys and scorpions. It's hot. Anyhow, no, we're not walking around on bare feet over there. We have protection. It's not as good as it should be, but it isn't terrible. That's why and it sounds bad, but only 3,000 people have died.
What about the amount of Iraqi civilians who have died, which by some estimates is 500,000?
That's a ginormous number, and it's not true. A lot of Iraqi civilians have died in the war, but most of them came early on when there was blanket bombing. And, the problem is if you want your government to change, you have a bad government, you get it changed, or else someone else is going to come in and do it for you, and it's going to be sloppy and messy, and people are going to die. It happens. But if you're willing to live with Saddam Hussein as a leader, well, you got to deal with the consequences. That is either being gassed by Saddam or hung by Saddam or beheaded by Saddam for some random shit, or maybe you're going to catch a bomb by some American badasses who are trying to save your life. No one in America targets civilians. It doesn't happen. That's what separates us from them. We don't target civilians. We don't try to hurt civilians. But civilians are going to get hurt in a war where
they refuse to leave, where they refuse to get out of harm's way.
Get out of harm's way or change their circumstances. Do you know what I mean? It's like in America, we had to fight for our independence from the British, and people had to die for that to happen. But we were willing to fight that fight. In Iraq, they need to be willing to fight that fight, or else there's going to be collateral damage when somebody else comes in and takes care of business.
That was a pretty good fucking candid answer. I've been milking this fucking black man for only like
You're black? Half.
He's half black, but I've been milking this fucker for like for 35 minutes to try to get some kind of passionate kind of answer out of him, and I finally got it, and I'm totally glad. Oh, shit! Fucking Christopher Walken just walked in the fucking studio. Oh, my God. Dude, check. Christopher, what's up?
Look, I'll tell you the truth. It's like when I first saw the war, I got sick. But inside, I knew things were going to change. So what the fuck am I talking about?
I got a question for you because I've been wondering this for a very long time. What the fuck happened after Deer Hunter, bro?
Have you not seen Click? Seriously, it's great. It's my best work. Red Lobster.
That being said, I don't know, because I know in Deer Hunter you work with the great American actors such as Bobby De Niro and Meryl Fuck Me Streep, because she was hot in Deer Hunter. I just think there should have been a gang rape scene. That being said, you're going now and you're working with Adam Sandler. And you did Geely, which was fucking stupid.
Yeah, look, you're nobody. For me, it's about fame and truth. So, you and your funny show, whatever.
The truth of the matter is, did you ever sleep with Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
Was she hot?
No.
What do you mean no?
Her vag, it's like throwing salami down a hallway. It's nothing. I didn't feel it, that's why.
Where did you get your wonderful penchant for dancing? Because you dance in like everything.
My mom, she was gay. She did a lot of homosexual things.
Like dancing on a carpet?
With a tongue, yeah. Yeah. She licked from top to bottom. It kind of made me sick, but whatever. Seriously, whatever.
All right. I'm going to go back to Steve. What do you think about Steve Rogers in what he's doing?
Well, some may call him a hero, but to me, he's half nigger.
All right, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Oh, my God. Stay tuned. Roundtable is coming up next. Chris, wait. Say goodbye, Chris. Chris, say goodbye.
Salutations.
All right. Steve, are you going to join us for Roundtable?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, stay tuned for Roundtable with Patrick, Chris, Charles, and Brian. Next, thank you for listening to the Patrick Adams Show. CoolWaveRadio@gmail.com.
You're listening to WaveLength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.